trade, especially over the Atlantic, and created a high demand for careers in sailing.
Oh, and one thing we tried adding to the slide, but it wouldn't go up for some reason. Even after slavery was banned, there were still lots of accounts of illegal slave trading going on from Luanda and Brazil. So.
Finally, Brazil was the last nation in the Western Hemisphere to ban slavery in 1888 under the Lei Aurea, or the Golden Law. Since it has become the 10th largest economy in the world, and is a member of the G8 plus 5. The G8 plus 5 is the G8, the 8 biggest economies, and then the 5 emerging economies. I believe they are China, Brazil, South Africa, and I'm not sure about the last two. But a lot of reports coming out of Brazil still show that Brazilian workers are treated pretty much as slaves. And there's an effort to stop that by many organizations. But Brazil has proved that it's a major economic power in our world today, and this was aided by economic reforms.
Right. Thank you.
For those who don't know, or Amazing Grace, which was my song, was from the song Amazing Grace, which was a song written by a slave ship captain who was English, and his name was John Newton. And he wrote the song to repent his sins of being a slave captain. So, since I'm a slave captain and John Newton's a slave captain, so I decided to take those two, make Amazing Grace. Working in a fine well, able to sell, get paid next to nothing, it ain't so swell. Looking water up the ladder, you can hear it all splatter. Every day, blue ferry, from northwest England to Liverpool, loaded onto a Portuguese boat, to the colonies of English rule. Portuguese sailors under protection from England, going across the Atlantic to Newfoundland. The fishermen roaming inland, getting up at dawn rising, pulsing the new day's catch. But codwood for desiring, skinned and salted, once brought in, to preserve it down the coast, to be eaten by people everywhere, with a taste not to boast. Going down the coast in a British schooner, to the sugar plantations in the Bahamas, probably get there later than sooner. Working in the sun on the sugar plantation, after a hard day, work still not done. Tend to my soil, it's not very rich. Will anything grow? There's 1,600 laws
Only 6,000 slaves.
for every meal we salted cod, straight from the coast of Newfoundland. Day after day the salt pierces my tongue. Will I ever be
Salt was traded around the world. From England
to Newfoundland?
to the Bahamas. For all the commodities that went across the Atlantic, salt was shipped the most.
Without salt, there could be no slave trade.
Without salt, there could be no no modern world.